detentions.
You know, I mean, it costs
We're
us
looking
money
at
to
things like that.
do detention. I mean,
Yeah.
literally, you know, I mean, instead of an hour, go spend a half an hour, run like hell around the track and go home.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you're gonna go home feeling a little bit with your heart rate up and everybody's happy. You know, I mean, it's just little things like that, but all of those add up. But I think if we had the option of no tax increase, medium tax increase, what I would consider a high tax increase, which would be
Going above the
well,
exceptions.
going to the exception, and then the ultra-high tax increase. I'd like to see a couple of steps in there, because I don't just want no tax, and then the normal, and then the exemption. I'd like to at least have one more in between if we could have that, because that would be a nice medium point. But, and again, you've done a great job in the past, and you've cut it. It's tough, I get it, you know, I mean, but, I walked in one time, and there was a band standing outside, and they were sleeping. And I said, hey, I'm a board member. If you want to keep this band, you better start playing. And they started playing because they were like, don't cut our band. I get it. Anytime it comes to this, nobody wants to be cut. But, sooner or later, you got to cut something. So, I get it.
I was going to comment.
Go ahead.
I was going to comment earlier that it was nice to have one person who got up to the podium, thank you, Janine, and it was all great news. What this board hasn't experienced is when you are going to cut something and the building's going to be full of protesters.
You're right.
So strap yourself in, because that's what's coming.
Isn't that what we're here for?
It is part of the game.
Isn't that what we're here for? I talked to you earlier today. We have more, we employ fewer people in Mill Creek today than we did in 2005. Fewer people. We don't have. 10 years ago, you didn't have to raise taxes the same way that you do today because there was houses being built. So you had a $20,000 piece of property, you put a $200,000 house on it, now it's worth maybe 350, 400 grand. You didn't have to raise taxes because now that property is worth more money. So we don't have that, plus we have rising pension costs. At some point in time, you got to get it back done. No pun intended to your.
Aaron, any more in your presentation? No. Is that it?
Yeah, I think
This is a good meeting discussion.
Yeah, this is
and I think, again, I apologize, we're making these long meetings, but I mean, this is the new board that's kind of feeling their way, and I think that we